The Springboks won the rugby championship against Argentina at Twickenham just a few weeks ago and back in London. And what goes on tour is here off the back of a 61-7 victory over Japan in the first of 5 matches here at the Wembley Stadium, which is now emptying out, and the poor groundsmen, Shim, are trying to repair their field after a few scrums.
Yeah.
Is it mission accomplished from game 1 of the tour?
Yeah, look, the only thing, it is mission accomplished. It's just the injury to Ox. He's crucial. We know how many tests he started. He's the go-to guy. He can scrum any tight end in the world. That's the only concern in terms of that. Gerard Steenekamp came back. So it's nice to see him coming back, though. But Ox is a special player, and it's hard to replace a guy of that caliber. Yes, but it is mission accomplished. I thought a mature performance from the Springboks. They didn't get carried away. Kept turning Japan around the whole time. The pressure was there. It was a workmanlike performance with the sprinkle of magic at times. Look at Kurtley Orense coming back, Gerard Steenekamp coming back. Wilkolo got a collector's item try. So it was some very good moments also.
Well, during the build-up to this test match, Rassie Erasmus referenced the 2022 tour, where he felt they went into the test matches against Ireland and France at the front end of that tour a little bit undercooked. That's why he wanted this test match, especially for those who play their club rugby in Japan, who didn't have the opportunity to play after the rugby championship. So for those players, this was a really important hit out. It didn't look like much of a contest at 9 tries to 1. But he got what he needed out of it.
Yeah, it's a valuable experience that Rassie's seen it before, he's done it before, and you learn from that. After a couple of tours, you realize what worked well, what didn't work well upon review. So, it's the Springboks needed this game, man. To walk in there, Paris, French, it's wild, loud out there. So it was a good experience, though, but definitely. And I thought some players really, I think seeing Kurtley Orense coming back into form, Willemse was running before the game. So, we always seem to get our planning right and our processes right, and this is another example of it.
It was a massive day for 21-year-old tight head prop Zach Porthen. You've worked with him as a coach. You've seen him come through the age groups. He's a very special young man. He's captained South Africa at under 20 level. Very quietly spoken, but a fantastic debut for him.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him for an interview. Zach, can we talk to you for a second, please? There we go.
This is the way we roll. We just pull him in.
Zach, debut, how are you feeling right now?
Unreal, as I said earlier. It was so weird because everything happened for me is super quick. So this is the moment where I finally got to take everything in. So it's been great. Yeah.
Scrum penalty also 2 or 3?
2, I think. Still a lot to work on. I'll take it. It's a good start, I guess, but still many more to come. And I spoke to Coach Don now, and he said we've got a lot to work on.
Is it?
Yeah.
And the experience of the whole week. I mean, obviously how's the live scrumming session on Wednesday with the team? That's probably the hardest scrumming session compared to the game.
No, I'll be honest with you. That was really tough. That was really tough. And also so the one pack gets to swap in and out. We the guys who start, you have to fuss, you have to bait fuss. Yeah. So you go and you go and you go. Start seeing stars, you keep going. It's good.
Also a rare moment. Wilkolo scores a test try at Wembley, at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah. No, that was a good try as well. Yeah, no, I'm very happy for the guys. Yeah.
Well done, Zach.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
A fantastic moment for Zach Porthen and an impromptu entry into the vodcast. So let's pick up where you left off there with that try for Wilkolo. Zach Porthen did a fantastic job in his first test. It was always going to be a better start for him alongside Oxenchair and Malcolm Marx. But Wilkolo comes on. Yeah. And a popular try scorer.
I wanted to start laughing in commentary. You don't, because I've watched him for so many years, and I don't think I've ever seen him score a try. Or usually it's a pick and drive where he goes 1 centimeter. He had to fumble the ball. Went over, got the diver. You could check all the players getting on top of him. So it's a special try, especially when a tight head proper guy that does so much hard work in the scrums gets that try. So look. Look, I'm still shocked that he got that try. He'll be talking about it for a while, but a fantastic try though. But also a great venue. I mean, you've got some of the Japanese guys around here, and a nice occasion for them. Look, the stadium's great, but they need to work on the commentary box because it's the coldest commentary box in the world. Just freezing up there. I won't lie. Everything's great here, but Chivas, they could put a roof over the commentary box, and we had to look for lights because obviously it was getting a bit dark up there. So look, it was a bit lonely in the gantry up top there. But yeah, Wembley's great though. But whoever runs this shop here, please sort out the commentary box.
I was laughing at Wilco Low getting the ball sort of 7 meters from the try line. I'm just thinking, good luck stopping that. Another popular try scorer was Andre Esterhuizen. I've made a lot during the build-up week about the fact that he was selected in jersey number 20. He came on for Siya Kolisi. He was selected to be a replacement loose forward, and we were trying to say, is this a 5-3 bench? Is it a 6-2? Is it a 4-4?
Yeah. Whatever it is. Look, one thing you're guaranteed with Andre is that he's going to get go forward, no matter what happens. So he got the more try that got disallowed for double banking, and then he came around the corner. I think it took about 4 or 5 Japanese players on top of him to go over. And that's the realities of this game, that the Japanese were never going to match the Springbok power. But I like the fact that we treated it like we'd been playing a France or Ireland in terms of the kicking. Moni Lobok came on, was putting up contestables. Kurt Lee scored from that. So I love the maturity around that, the understanding of the game plan. And at about 60 minutes, I was thinking, the temptation is to let rip. And they didn't let rip. They kept going, stuck at the game plan. So it's a good win. It's a good hit out for the Springboks. But again, the only concern is the injury to Ox.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. He'll obviously have to go for scans. I know the team doctor was a bit concerned about the severity of the injury. Some more sprinklings of magic from Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu.
No, he was brilliant. Look, he's got the ability to play heads-up rugby, the situational awareness. His kicking was good. The X factor is always there. He's a big guy. He's got speed. He's got good step, an eye for a gap. He looked up, I think, was it Cornelsen, the forward, saw him, stepped around him, got the try. The other one jumped nice and early, got enough disruption in terms of that, got the try. I thought he was going to get a hat-trick the way he scored those 2 tries so quickly. I thought definitely going to get a hat-trick though. But look, a good mature performance from him. It's going to be a massive challenge next week against France. But he's up for it. He started against the All Blacks away, against Ireland. And I like what Rassie said again in the press conference. This hasn't happened overnight. I think, remember the tour, I can't remember when the SAA team toured in Ireland. He was part of that group then. Also trained with the Springboks a bit and got injured, I think, at the one training session. So this hasn't happened overnight. Yeah. There's lots said about him, but it's a process. And look, the systems are working. And as there'll be a lot of players coming through South Africa.
You mentioned that Damian Willemse was warming up with one of the medical team before this game. He went through a good session before the team had even arrived. And that was good to see, that hamstring strain doesn't appear to be as serious. But they didn't want to risk him this week, and it was this opportunity to give Cheslin Kolbe a second start in Test rugby at number 15, and he produced more moments of magic. You don't kick into the backfield with an unmarked Cheslin Kolbe around, do you?
No, he was brilliant. Yeah, he was brilliant. I mean, it's quite strange because the Japanese obviously feared the Springbok line out, didn't kick the ball out, but they kicked in onto Cheslin. What they should have done is put contestables. Cheslin will space and time, will rip you apart. He's got Kurtley Orange as a follow-up, so the power of Ethan Hooker, and one of the loose forwards drop back. So Cheslin was good. He's just so consistent and so good. We're so lucky to have a player like him. I think 33 years old this week, but still going like a 21-year-old. I think the eye for the gap, the ability to almost look for an opportunity to open up the game whenever it was. Also look for a couple of attacking kicks. So a fantastic performance. Look, it's going to be hard to select the French team for the Springbok selectors in terms of getting not which players, getting the right mix. Yeah, but I mean, Pearce is going to be phenomenal. I think the French team, they haven't forgotten. The French don't forget quickly, but the Springboks also want to go there and make a statement. So I think it's going to be probably the hardest test of the year. And
they want to make a statement on the occasion of their inspirational captain's 100th test match, which, unless there's a miracle and there's some little niggle that we didn't see here this evening, that is going to happen in Paris next week.
Yeah, no, Sia's fine. Look, I think Sia, the kind of captain, he won't make it about himself. No. That's one thing that's guaranteed. He'll want the team to do well, and then you can celebrate the 100th afterwards. But I think the whole week, obviously, the build-up is going to be about the 100th. There'll be a lot of chat about that, but I'm not sure Sia will want it about himself. He'll want it about the team and getting the result for South Africa.
It was amazing to remember that his 50th test match was the Rugby World Cup final in 2019, and he said nothing about it during the entire week. And you're right. I think we can expect a diversion from the sense of his personal occasion, because this test match looms as a very personal one for everyone.
Yeah. No, it's going to be massive. Look, I think also just to talk about him, I mean, what he's done, what he's achieved. You see every test when he comes out to warm up with the announcer's name here, the crowd goes ballistic. Loved by South Africans, a heavyweight on world rugby, a legend of the game. It's going to be a special week, but I know knowing Sia, chances are there'll be a bit of a diversion. You're right, Matthew, and it's going to be focus. Let's beat the French first and then celebrate afterwards.
My only disappointment of this week in London was that I got here before you, and I went to go and watch our beloved Arsenal win 2-0 in the Carabao Cup at the Emirates against Brighton.
With the youngsters.
They're looking good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking very good. They're looking very good. We won't talk about Liverpool or Man United, but well, let's hopefully this time next year we'll be saying Arsenal are league winners, you know?
Well, hopefully. Please, can we not tempt fate? Maybe we can come back to Wembley one day for a cup final of some sort.
Look, one thing I actually want to come back here and watch a football game. It's a phenomenal stadium, nice surroundings outside here, so I'd love to come back here to watch a football game. I mean, you walk in here, you can just feel there's certain stadiums you walk in world rugby, like, wow, this is one of them today where I walked in. I thought, Chivas, how beautiful is this?
Yeah, the special evening in London, and the arch over the Wembley Stadium was bathed in green and gold in honour of the Springboks.
Nice touch,
job done. 9 tries to 1, 61 points to 7. The Springboks move on to France, to Paris, for the first time since they defeated France in that Rugby World Cup quarterfinal in 2023. We'll be on the journey with them, and thanks for your support of the What Goes on Tour vodcast. We'll be talking to you from Paris, and then the big game next Saturday.